Mom, I really want to change schools. Billy's bully is just getting worse. I understand, honey, but we really can't change your schools. Your father and I can't drive you to another school in the morning, and we don't have a car you can take yourself. I can catch the bus, or I could go to school with Gina. I mean, she can drive to get me. Do you really think it's appropriate to expect someone else to do all of that for you? You can't go making plans for other people like that, or volunteering them. I definitely raised you better than that. Well, I really can't keep going to school with Billy. He's not snapping my bra anymore, but he does other things. Like what? He took a picture of me and loaded it on LooksRadar. Then he started sharing the results with everyone. Now people are trying to come up with nicknames for me like Piggy and Butterface. Butterface? It means that everything about her is hot but her face. WTF, why are you even asking me to explain how they're insulting me? Don't use that type of language, young lady. It's beneath you. And I'm sorry that I don't know all of the latest slang. There's no reason to take your frustration out on me. I don't want to go to this school anymore. I can't. Oh, you're being melodramatic, honey. I will make sure to bring this up tomorrow when we get to school. I feel certain we can come up with a plan to get him to stop. But now everyone's in on the bullying. How am I supposed to enjoy my last year with people calling me names? I will take care of it. You need to calm down. In a few weeks, no one will even remember. That's what you said last time, and it didn't stop until I graduated from middle school. So most of them stopped because they don't go to the same school anymore. You need to take deep breaths and calm down. Soon you will be out of high school, and with your grades, you'll be able to go to a great college. And that reminds me, you need to start applying for colleges and prepare for the SAT. Whatever. Don't you do that. This is serious. You need to think about your future. I'm more worried about my present, but apparently you aren't. That's not fair and you know it. We'll talk about this and your attitude later. Now focus on your work. And remember, I love you. I know it's been a rough start to your school year, but I finally have some good news. Okay. I asked that Billy be put in my class, and from now on, I'll keep an eye on him. Oh, yeah. What a great solution. It means that there will be someone keeping an eye on him. And he knows that you're my daughter, so I'm sure he'll behave better. Why would he care? Because he knows that someone is here looking out for you. Are you saying that you're gonna threaten his grades if he continues to bully me? What? No! How could you even suggest that? Then how is your presence going to do anything to deter him treating me like shit? Language, young lady. You will not speak to me that way. Are you gonna tell Billy to watch his language? Because he swears more than anyone I know. I will certainly correct him, but he's not my child. I'm aware. Good. You know that I will protect you. I think he needs to feel the same level of security. You think he should feel as protected as me? Yes. Every child deserves that. He's legally an adult. He's still in school because no one has really cared for him. If things were that bad, wouldn't CPS have gotten involved? Not always, honey. Sometimes there isn't enough evidence, so kids are left in bad situations. That's why I keep telling you to be more forgiving. Were you bullied in school? Well, no. I was a cheerleader, and I dated football players most of the time. No one was willing to mess with me. Did you bully other kids? Of course not. I mean, I picked on some of the better students, but I didn't bully them. Well, things are starting to make sense. Hey, I'm opening up to you. Don't try to use that against me. I'm being vulnerable and you're manipulating that. Sure, Mom, whatever. I'm gonna get back to studying with Wes. Aren't you going to thank me? For what? For taking care of the situation. I'll thank you when I actually have fewer people bullying me. I gotta go. We will talk about this when you get home. Sure. For now, I have to study so I can get into a good school. At least you have your priorities straight. Took me a few years to realize what I wanted to do. I know. Now let me focus. Attitude, young lady. Look, are you gonna keep texting me or will you let me focus? Yeah, I'm gonna get your father involved in our talk tonight. I have some great news for you. Okay. You could act like you're interested, you know. It wouldn't hurt you. I'm in the middle of coding something with Wes. This is more important. Okay. I've opted to make Billy my teacher's aide. You what? How is that great news for me? Because it means I'll be mentoring him. He'll have someone to guide him and he'll learn to be a better person. I mean, look at how well-behaved you are. I can fix him. Is that all? What do you mean, is that all? You should be happy and grateful. Happy that you're supporting my bully? You are delusional. You will not talk to me like that. You're siding with my bully, so you'll have to forgive me for not seeing this as good news. You're too young to understand. When you're older, you'll get what I did and why. I get it now. You have a savior complex, and you want to impress people by rescuing someone who's harming your daughter. This isn't something you're doing for me, it's for yourself. How dare you insult me like that? I'm taking him under my wing to show you how to handle these kinds of things. I will not have you trying to make me look bad just because you're upset I'm helping a child in need. You are siding with a bully and a horrible human. But whatever. I've always known you didn't care much about me. This is just the final straw. It is the final straw. You are grounded. Unless you have schoolwork, you'll be at home. All I ever do is schoolwork. I'm not some brain-free cheerleader like you were. Oh, that is it. You're gonna have to go a month without your phone. You can't take my phone away. It was a gift from Aunt Kendall and Uncle Nico. It's not yours to take away. I'm your mother, and I can take it away if you don't behave. Keep it up and you'll lose me. You're such a drama queen. Wow, you already sound like the son you always wanted. I'm getting back to work. Although it's going to be a lot harder since you've pissed me off so badly. You're in so much trouble when you get home. I'm speaking to your father now, and we will have your punishment settled by then. Oh, good. Pull in another bully. That's going to teach me a lot of lessons. And not anything that will make you happy in the long run. Keep threatening me, and you'll see just how much we can punish you. I have a feeling you don't underestimate the irony in your sentence. What are you talking about? Yep, that's pretty much what I would expect. As soon as you come home, you're in so much trouble. Doesn't give me a reason to come home, does it? If you don't come home, I will call the police. Do you not understand what that kind of thing could do to my career? Are you so dense that you don't realize how detrimental it is to me for you to be getting buddy-buddy with my bully? Where are you right now? I'm coming to get you and bring you home. I am at home, working on the computer. Oh, you should have told me that. Well, I may not be here when you get here. Are you working late to help my bully? Is that why you're still at work? I'm on my way. We're gonna have a very serious conversation. This disrespect will end today. Oh, you'd better believe that today will change our relationship forever. Stop texting and get ready for some real punishment. Your mom was furious when she left. How does it feel to know that even your mom isn't on your side? Oh, did she leave her phone behind? Now that's funny. Don't you feel hurt? I'm stealing your mom. See? You're such a loser that not even your mom is on your side. I always knew that she cared more about herself than me. Her choosing you over me just proves that she's a horrible mother. And I look forward to never having to talk to her again. Aw, are you trying to act all big and strong? I bet you're actually crying. No. As far as I'm concerned, you can have her. Oh, it says that you're gonna lose your phone. Guess there's no point in transferring your phone number into my phone. That kinda sucks.
but I guess I'll have plenty of time to torment you over the day. Especially since I gave your mom the idea of keeping you close. And she can stay here to work more.
Oh, good. You are dumb enough to put all of this in writing.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I'll delete them from my phone. And you'll lose your phone to your mom so no one will know. Looks like you just screwed yourself over.
For once, I actually agree with you. Aunt Kendall, Mom's coming home and says she's gonna take my phone away. Are you two still fighting? I think you guys need to seriously consider counseling. It's too late for that now. I've been begging for her to switch schools. Because the bullying has gotten worse. I get teased in every class and things are posted online. Your mother said she was gonna take care of that. Do I need to get your father involved? He's on her side, and now she's decided to side with my bully. What do you mean by that? She's made Billy her TA. What's a TA? Teacher's assistant. And because she left her phone behind, he started texting me already. Here's what he said. We'll need to see how this plays out. So you won't help me? Just text us if he follows through. I can't! She's gonna take my phone when she gets here. Well, there's not much I can do right now. But your uncle and I can make sure to come by in a couple of weeks. We can make a social visit to check on you. If things aren't getting better, your uncle and I will take steps to help you. So, I have to keep putting up with this for a few weeks? I'm going to be grounded. And Billy is saying that I'm gonna be kept at the school. If he starts picking on you at school, go to one of the other teachers. I'm sure that someone will have to listen to you. They haven't so far. And now Mom thinks that I should be subjected to my bully even more. Oh, don't worry, honey. Your uncle and I will keep an eye on this. If things don't get better, we'll take you in. Then you'll get to be in a different school. Okay. Please make sure you're here as soon as you can be, because I really don't know how much longer I can deal with this. Don't worry. I won't leave you in a lurch. Just have to make sure we have our ducks in a row. No one knows how horrible Lydia can be, but I've seen it firsthand. I have a really good idea. But why do you say that? She was a mean girl in high school, and my family wouldn't listen to me. I had hoped that schools did a better job of protecting the kids, but I know that with your mother trying to look good, she won't care who gets hurt. Yeah, that sounds about right. Some people don't change over time. I would argue most people don't change that much. They just become more entrenched. I had hoped that she would change, and since she pressed you to do well in school, I thought there was evidence. She doesn't want me to do well for my future. She wants it to make herself look better at her job. The way she used to teach me, I thought that she was a nerd in school. Lydia was anything but a nerd. That girl was a cheerleader who barely graduated. The only reason she got through college was because her parents paid for everything. They didn't do that for you? They never even considered it. Your mom was the golden child. And that's probably why they didn't care just how horrible she was to me. I got through on my own with a few loans and a couple of decent scholarships. Cutting my parents out of my life was the best thing I ever did. You mean you didn't talk to them at all? Not after I left school. You're my hero and my inspiration. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. Life was really rough for a few years. But you wound up being a kick-ass woman. I will wear that mantle. Mom's home, I have to go. Good luck, and I'll be there to check on you as soon as I can. I love you, Aunt Kendall. I love you too. Hey, Valentina. Aren't you graduating soon? Yes. Your father and I haven't gotten an invitation. That's because you weren't invited. But we're your parents. You should want us to be there. Yes, I should want to have my parents here. Unfortunately, my parents never chose me. Are you still upset about that? It was so long ago. You really need to learn how to let go of your anger and learn to forgive. I have an idea. Since you chose Billy all of those years ago, why don't you ask him for an invitation for his graduation?
He's in prison.
Shocking. You mean you weren't able to save him?
Stop that right now. You will not talk to your mother like that.
If I had it my way, I wouldn't talk to you at all.
This is all Kendall's fault. She turned you against me.
No, Lydia. You and Roger did that all on your own.
That is so disrespectful, calling us by our names. How could you treat us like that? We're your parents.
You treated me horribly. Pushed me to do good in school, all while hiding the fact that you were horrible at school. Then you sided with my bully and tried to ground me for the rest of the school year.
I was just trying to be a good mother.
No, you were trying to make yourself look good, like you always do. Because you were spoiled as a child, you continued to act like a child the rest of your life. And now it comes back to bite you, because you never bothered to win my love. Just like you never bothered to win Kendall over.
I can't believe you would be so cruel to your own mother. How can you be so horrible to me? Don't you even care?
You chose Billy. So now you can go to Billy for comfort. All I can say is that it's a good thing that Roger never found out that you were screwing my bully.
What? I never did anything inappropriate with him.
Oh, did you really think he wouldn't try to rub it in my face? I have the pictures of you two in the act.
They're fake. I never touched him.
Sure. And I'm your favorite person in the world. Oh, wait. Since I'm gonna be earning a lot of money, you may actually try to pretend that's true. So I'll make a deal with you. If you can ignore me like your husband does, which means I at least have one reason to respect that waste of space, I won't send the pictures to him. If I hear from you again, I'll not only send him the pictures, I'll pay for his divorce lawyer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go do something you always sucked at, being the top of my class. Not believing me, Lydia kept contacting me, even after I blocked her number. I sent the evidence of her affair with Billy to Roger, my bio dad. He immediately initiated a divorce. He also let the school know since the dates on the images showed that Billy was still in school. Lydia was fired, but since Billy had been of legal age, she didn't end up in prison. Not until she tried to break into Roger's place to try to steal some of his stuff. They got into a physical fight and she wound up with a broken arm. She was given a couple of years probation for a first offense. I didn't hear anything more about her after that, and if I'm being honest, I really don't want to know what happened to her or her ex. My aunt and uncle have been there for me, although it was never nearly as rough after they let me live with them. They watched me graduate college, then earn my master's and PhD. When I got out of school, I got a really high-paying job and immediately started paying them back for everything they did. Of course, they tried to say I didn't owe them, but I wanted to. When they wouldn't take the money, I started taking them on some lavish vacations. They both walked me down the aisle at my wedding, and I know they will be incredibly helpful in 2 months when my husband and I have our first child.